Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the UNLV Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Utah State Aggies. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Utah State's offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's thinking outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Rebels are marching down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Rebels get it past the sticks.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Just plowing down the field. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that. It runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 3.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
He'll toss it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. The pitch. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNLV!
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
UNLV 17. Utah State 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the left. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Rebels are on the move. The option look. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll give it to the back. Ran through the contact. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that pass intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got him in the flat. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? You're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now the pitch. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He's going to run it. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Takes the easy completion. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Will take over first and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Winning those individual 6